Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sohaib Wadeea, and today I will talk about my third assignment for the third week, which is a case study about the hospital. My study case, which is Pars Hospital. Pars General Hospital in Rashid. It was made by a new wave architecture. It was in the main location. It's in Iran, which is a 17,400 square meters site in Goslar district in of Rashid. Provide context of designing and a very nice constructioning. Also, the General Hospital of Rashid Pars. It is 23,000 square meters design, and it has 120 beds in total. One of the best thing about this hospital, it follows all the international health standards, as well as it follows their regional standards with the construction regulations as well. One of the nice thing about the concept or the approach they took is like the building is extended along east-west to be adapted with the climate direction in that area, which is very important sometimes to follow the site climate. That's why we need to care about our site analysis when we're gonna do that, because we need the sun as patients. They need the sun, and we need to focus on the climate in general on that location. One of the nice ideas about the project is that the way they started the concept is like they combined the requirements of the hospital in general. So they gather the data, how many rooms, what do they need exactly, as we can see on the top left side, in the left side. Then after that, they starting changing the proportions in these, because some of these units, they should not be together from the beginning. So that's why they started then moving some things to make a connections, and at the end they start making like an entrance or source, and the difference between them spaces depends on the size, depends on the location of the climate or the site analysis in general. So in that way they were able to change and reshape their original concept into what it is, as we can see in the picture right now. As we can see here, this is one of the site plan where we can see they even placed a helicopter stand, which is available in most of the hospitals these days, especially the high expensive hospitals. Next here, the rotation, which is it shows that it has a main road, an access loop, which is all surrounding all the site. Also, it should have an emergency rotation, which is really important these days, as well as it's showing the highway rotate. In this way we can understand that technically it has a helicopter, that's number one, the main area, the main circulation, which is number two in the blue, and the third one, it is the axis, it is the emergency rotate, and the fourth one, which is the highway. So technically you can reach the site by, we can say, three different ways. Now we're going to talk about their plans. As we can see, the way they did it is like they separated most of the functions. As I said from the beginning, depends on the requirements. Not everything in the hospitals need to be connected, but at the same time they need to be close to each other with an access between them. That's the most important thing about a hospital. Also, as we can see, they did place an extra area on the top left in purple, which means if the hospital needed some space in the future, that can be added later, which is really important. Sometimes we need to think about the future. Sometimes we need to think and be flexible. As you can see here it is explaining everything with their notes. As you can see here, it's explaining everything with their notes. Then here is the same thing. And here we're gonna have a section. The section in most of the areas will look the same, but some of the floors they will be different, depends on the function. But let's say like most of the hospitals, they have the same standards for sections. And this is the second section. Thanks a lot and have a nice day.